What's up? What's up? Terrence Lewis, LewisHelps. Check it out. Got another video for you guys. You guys know, if you don't know, you need to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow the movement. This is a channel where you're going to get information, free tips and trips on real estate investing. And this video right here is more particularly designed around those that want to work remotely. They want to work from different areas, from the beach or from the poolside or from a library. I'm at a library right now in their little conference room. And so this video right now is going to be about the tools and some tips on locations on how you can actually work remotely more efficiently, effectively to help your real estate business. Sometimes it can be challenging working from home. So this is going to help you out, guys. All right, coming up right now. All right, guys, check it out. Working efficiently is a very important part of this business, right? So when we work and 9 to 5, we have a set schedule, right? We're going to work and we have to be there at a certain time. We leave at a certain time. It's a dedicated time. You have to do the same thing for your business. If not, it will crumble and you will fall and there will be gaps. So typically those that are in real estate that are really efficient and really good at what they do, they don't have a hard time with that because they're working more than the standard 8-hour days, right? And it doesn't have to be that we're working. It's just that we're available and I just got an email or text message right now from a guy that's seen an ad and he wants to know if I buy property. And so I'm taking care of that information and taking care of that. That may happen at 8 o'clock at night. It may happen at 6 o'clock in the morning, right? We work throughout the whole country. So that's why I get up early and I start my days at usually around 5:30. And that's because I need to exercise and get my mind right for a 7 o'clock start time. And in order to do that, I have to prepare and I have to get myself ready. So let's dive into this video, which is more pertaining to some of the software tools that I use, some of the gadgets and different things that I use to help myself stay efficient through this process of being a real estate investor remotely, right? Okay, so number one, my most important asset to this is this right here, my phone, right? I've got the iPhone X. And so this phone right here is actually my bread and butter. So if I was to say anything to start this conversation off with how to be efficient, I can probably technically run my whole business from this. It would be a little challenging to view properties. It would be a little challenging to manage certain things sometimes, but I feel like I could definitely manage my whole business from my phone. So getting a good smartphone is definitely a really good investment for you if you're trying to become a real estate investor and work remotely, right? And the biggest thing I would say about being an investor in phone is be available, right? If you get a call, answer the phone, right? Because a lot of those deals come and go so quick that this is your lifeblood of your business. So definitely having a phone is one of my most important assets to that. Secondary, I would have to say, is my iPad Pro, right? So I've got the iPad Pro here. This one right here, I've got about a year or so ago, and then I've got the adaptable adaptable keyboard to it, so that way I can efficiently type without having to type on my actual iPad. Okay, so being able to have this has been a life changer because I can zoom in, I can open up, I can see pictures. When I have someone go through a property and take interior and exterior pictures of the property, I can zoom in and I can zoom in on that pipe. Oh, that pipe looks cracked. Or let me zoom in on that countertop. Can we save that countertop, right? Or those cabinets, I can zoom in on those cabinets. So I can make executive decisions from a very good iPad. And that's what I was saying in relation to your phone, is that it could be a little challenging with that, but with your iPad you can definitely get those good crisp quality pictures. Okay, and so the other thing that kind of goes with that is my iPen, right? So you don't necessarily have to have this, because the iPad, if you get a tablet or any of the other functions, a lot of these functions come with the ability of using your finger. But I like this because I can write the address in, I can sign it, and a lot of people don't know yet, but when you sign with your iPen or you use note sections or you utilize the software systems that the iPad Pro already comes with, they require a wet signature. So they require you to sign it and then fax it back to them, or scan it and send it back to them. They can't tell the difference with this. So when you're doing it with your fingers, sometimes it's shaky. This is exactly the same as a pen. Nice and smooth strokes, and you can get your signature on there, and you can get a lot of things done. So today I actually signed some documents to release a escrow fund check. I put a house under escrow. Come to find out, the ARV was not what I determined it to be at the initial time of putting it under contract. So I wanted to renege from that deal. Was able to just sign away and get that money back. Right? Enough said, done. Okay. Next, I would say is this right here. So I've got an external power drive, and this is good for times like when I like to work at the beach. So I may be at the beach working on my iPad. I may be when I go on vacations, I go to Cabo, I go to St. Thomas, I go to different places and I travel. And this is sometimes a good lifesaver because I can use this to charge not only my phone, not only my iPad, I can charge my camera, I can charge my extra batteries for my camera, and I can keep the party going with this right here. This is a very good asset to the team. This actually keeps a lot of things going, right? So those are some really good functional tools that I have to kind of keep it going as far as technology goes. Now let's dive into what systems that I use to help keep the party going and keep things efficiently working throughout the business while I'm away. And so some of the systems that I would recommend is Dropbox. Dropbox is a very good system that I use. I use it to compile and keep things off of here from clogging up my space. I'll use Dropbox to hold documentations, to hold my criteria that I may send to other people when they're asking what type of properties I'm looking for, contracts, payment schedules for contractors, different agreements that I may have, joint venture agreements. I can just easily whip it up, go on here, and send it away. Another cool thing about having multiple devices like this is that I can use the iCloud and I can have everything on one different place, number one. But the other thing too is that I can use my phone to tether. So having a smartphone allows me to be in remote places and just be able to jump on here, turn on my hotspot, pick it up right here, and now I can continue working on a much larger display, right? So again, these are very important things. So Dropbox is very important. Also a good CRM system. So you're going to be getting leads in. There may be some people that want to sell their home. They're just not right. So they may be something that you want to follow up on next month or the month after. How are you keeping track of those things? A good pen and paper, that's cool. But for the most part, you want to be efficient to where when you're on the airport and something comes in, you can just handle it, right? And the way I'm able to do that is I use a CRM system that allows me to take extensive notes on that topic or on that property, on that homeowner, and now I can go back and view those notes. So a good CRM system is very vital to a flipper or anybody, even a wholesaler that's looking to get involved. A couple of those would be like Trulia, right? Trulia is a really good, is it Trulia? I'm not sure if it's Trulia. Trello. Trello is a good CRM system that allows you to just create a name, Lisa Smith. Once you create her name, you can open it up, and now you can put reminders to call yourself in there, notes about it, addresses, phone numbers. So Trello, I definitely recommend that one. That's a very easy CRM system to utilize. I don't know the cost. I've had it for a while, so that's a really good one. Another one, some other tools or another CRM system, let me think, would be Hotspot. Hotspot is another good system to use to actually keep track of your CRM systems. And there's a lot out there, so definitely look into those. A good customer relationship management software system, CRM. All right, so look into those. Lastly, I want to leave you guys with some tools that you as beginners can get started with to give you guys some really good tips on some things that you can do to manage your deals and to help you calculate costs and different things of that nature. There's a company called Zeal Calculator. Zeal Calculator is very, you want to use your skills and do the numbers first, but Zeal Calculator will actually allow you to go in and calculate what you should offer on deals. It will help you calculate repair costs. It will help you calculate what you'll make on a deal. So that's another good resource. And another one is Flipster. Flipster's still around. Flipster was a really good tool that's used to help you receive proof of funds letters if you need them, LLCs if you need them. It's a really robust system if it's still around. So definitely take a look at Flipster as well. It's a really good system that I used in my earlier days to come up and help me get the ball rolling. So let me make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I'll look at my notes here for a second here really quick. External power, tethering, yeah. So that's pretty much how I operate my business remotely. Some good locations. Let's go through that really quick. Some good locations that there are some thoughts that you may not have thought about. Is number one, I'm at a library. They have free. Most of them are government funded or grant funded, so they're free for you to utilize. And I get it. It's quiet, but sometimes in the back of the library, they'll have these conference rooms, right, where you can come in and you can utilize these spaces for an hour or two, or in a time like this, it's like it's 12 o'clock. Nobody's coming in here, so I'm sure they're not going to kick me out of here after an hour, right? So I can work in this space. I can be quiet. I can be loud. I can shoot this video, do whatever it is that I need to do in this space, right? So libraries are really good. We all know about Starbucks, right? But also in hotels, right? In different hotels, they do have different conference rooms that are open, and they're open for a reason, and that's because residents and individuals can go in there, utilize that space when it's not being rented out. So if you're looking for just a space to tuck away really quick, if you live in an area that has some really nice Hiltons and some really nice hotels, sure, you can sneak in there and get some work done without anybody really kind of bothering you. Tapping on the Wi-Fi and be nice to the receptionist. You can jump in on their Wi-Fi. So those are some other good sources like that. I get it. I have 2 kids that are 4 and 5, and then I have an 11-year-old. So there's pickup from school, drop off at 8, and then drop off at 8:15, and then pick up at 11 o'clock, and then pick up at 12:15, and then pick up again at 2:55 or 3:55. It's crazy, right? So having a good partner would be a really good recommendation to this. If you're married, make sure your wife's on board with your goals and your dreams, and to collectively together you guys can shoot and make some things happen, right? So hopefully this video was helpful, man. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I appreciate you guys rocking with me. Don't forget to take a look at my other videos on real estate investing, and leave the comments. If you're looking for a video and you like some insight for it, definitely leave a message in the comments, or better yet, for a quicker response, jump on over to the Instagram at Lewis_helps, and check out the Instagram. Make sure you're following along there, because that's where I'll be walking into properties and showing you hands-on what we do. So for more information, don't forget to tap in there. All right, guys, appreciate you rocking with me. This is Terrence Lewis with Lewis Helps. I'm out. Peace.